Hi, this is David Reece, and you're watching The Metal Voice.
Where the quiet of the night and the sky is burning, a river of blood in the city tonight. As the shadows fall and you stop discerning the lies from the truth you've been told. The lies from the truth you've been told.
How you doing? This is Giles, Lavery, and you're watching The Metal Voice, and we're here backstage at the Turok in Essen, Germany. World Report with
David Reece of Bonfire and our trusty mascot, whoever the fuck he is. Satan. Yeah, he's you've probably seen him in the Strike Back video. He's been hanging around on this tour, scaring the shit out of all of us.
So David, you got a new record out, Pearls, double disc, re-recordings of a whole ton of Bonfire classics. Disc 1 is like the hard rock tracks, disc 2 is ballads with an orchestra, correct?
Correct. Yeah, Hans went back to the Strike 10 Days, a few other albums, not what everything is super well known. Satan's laughing right now, but it's funny, he's in a good mood, it's happy. And basically he chose these songs that are on the record, an album of hard rock songs and one of ballads. And I re-recorded the vocals in Lavery-The, Italy, with Mario Percadani at Tens and Music Studios. Frank Pane went all over these songs with new guitars, really went far and away. A friend of Satan, what we call him, Ronnie Parks, did a lot of the bass reproduction and added to it, right, Satan? Okay. Ronnie's not here right now. He's in the bathroom. I mean, he's out there. But yeah, we went all and above, a new mix, new production, new mastering, and gave it a new twist. But we stayed with the classic sound of Bonfire.
So, in summary, that's 2 discs, re-recordings of some Bonfire classics.
Yeah,
and
hard rock album and 1 ballads.
Absolutely. And this is coming really soon after the new Bonfire studio record, which is called Glorious, which is a fantastic record. As we reviewed on The Metal Voice, we gave it 9 out of 10, I believe.
Absolutely.
Please tell us a little bit about how that record's doing. What's the
Glorious.
reception on the road to the new songs?
Oh, the new song's great. We actually just began the tour last night in Osnabrück. That was the first night of this run. Tonight we're in Essen, Germany. A couple more to go this week, and then we take a couple days off, and then we're going to hit it hard throughout Spain, Luxembourg, all over Europe until sometime in May. And I think we're doing about 70 shows this year. The reception has been very good. We're winning a lot of new fans that weren't even involved with Bonfire. So I think what that was is a collective of Frank Palme's fans, my fans, Ronnie's fans, bringing those in
into the
Bonfire fire. Yeah.
Right, because it seems to me, and certainly the impression I got, is that this is a new life for Bonfire. This is a new start.
Yep. Bonfire's been reborn after 30 years.
Reborn after
30 years. We're reborn.
And you're on the road celebrating 30 years of Bonfire.
Absolutely. Cool. And how many bands can say that they're still viable and relevant at that length of time?
And have the devil.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, this guy.
From the Strike Back video, Satan.
There
we go. You can catch that video on YouTube as well. What else you got going on, David?
I got a solo group called RPG, the Reece Percadani group. It's Mario Percadani who produced the new Pearls record. We're writing songs. We're playing some live gigs. We plan to release an album called Double Down in November of 2016. We're playing gigs all over Europe on the time off that I have from Bonfire. So there's much to look at. And you and I have put together a compilation of
10 David Reece tracks from
Giles picked his favorites of the record.
I did. It's hard to narrow down to 10, man. I could have done like 100 easily. Anyway, nevertheless, this is 10 tracks across David's career. It's called Reece Milestones. It's going to be a free download from his Facebook page. You can probably get it from the Metal Voice page as well. It covers Circle of Silence, Bangalore Choir, Reece Solo, the Reece Cronlin album. Some stuff that maybe not all of you are familiar with, but it's all absolutely, if you enjoy David's work with Accept or with Bonfire, you will certainly enjoy this stuff too. So check it out. That's 10 tracks from his career.
Also, we're going to offer, we've dug up from the past some CDs from my solo album Compromise, and a Bangalore Choir record called Cadence that we've somehow mysteriously unlocked the vault and found which I'll be offering for sale on the site as well. And some other guys collectively in the group of Bonfire have their solo careers on the side with that option as well. So go to our sites, do your thing. Thank you so much to everybody out there viewing. And thank you, Giles.
Thank you, David.
And thank you,
Welcome.
Beelzebub.
And now we're sitting here with
Frank Monet.
guitarist of Bonfire. So what's going on,
See you.
Frank? What's happening, man? Apart from how long you been with the band?
I've been since beginning of 2015.
Right. So not very long.
Not really long. I started just when let's say the finishing touches on various were made with
Right.
adding some lead guitars.
So we're talking about the new record, Pearls, a double disc of Bonfire re-recordings.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, you put the finishing touches, a few little bits and pieces on Glorious, the last Bonfire studio record. What else do you have going on in your musical life? aside
Well,
from Bonfire?
for this year I've already been quite busy.
Right.
On the live scene, I toured with my other band called Perpendicular,
Yeah.
which is originally the Purple tribute band.
Right.
But the difference between us and all the other tribute bands is we tour internationally. So
Right.
we tour like BONFIRE basically like 15 to 20 different countries.
Right.
And we have at some occasions members from the original band, Deep Purple, stepping in.
Like who?
especially Ian Pace.
Well, that's a little bit of an advantage, isn't it?
Whoa.
There you go.
He is like, and he always, if he played with us, like this year in March, just a few weeks ago, we played 7 shows with him.
Right.
In France, Switzerland, and Germany, and it was just amazing.
Fantastic.
And he steps in as just a part of the band. It's not like Ian Pace and he has some guest musicians.
Alright, well,
That's it. And basically, the other thing I have is I have a solo record out called Six String Tales, which is a guitar instrumental record.
right.
But not, I would say not like the typical shred kind of record where it's more about playing million notes. It's song oriented kind of ways and shows like diverse sides of my playing, some bluesy stuff, some little fusionish, little bit, things, and that's out since end of last year. So if you like this kind of music, check out Six String Tales.
Check that out, absolutely.
And I just forgot to mention another thing with Ian is and Perpendicular. We have also an album of the original material. So it's 10 songs, songs we wrote, obviously in the style of Deep Purple, Zeppelin,
Right.
Pink Floyd. But on that record also Ian played one song.
Oh, okay, cool.
He stepped in for the opener, which is called Somebody Done It. And the album is called This Is The Thing, #1. So that's also out. So if
Cool.
you'd like to check it out, please do so.
Alright. Thanks very much, Frank.
Thank you very
Good
much.
man. Take care.
Would you like a Motley Crue
I
story?
would love a Motley Crue story.
In the early 80s, I was invited by a nefarious certain individual who was supplying nefarious ingredients in partakeables to a certain Tommy Lee and Nikki Sixx, and asked me to join him on one of his endeavors with the Theater of Pain tour.
Right.
And being a young aspiring rock singer, hey, I'm going to hang out with Motley Crue for 3 weeks. So of course I obliged, and I jumped on an airplane, and what I got myself involved in is something that I probably shouldn't have, but it was really the only way to gain access to the hostility room instead of the hospitality room for Nikki Sixx. And that's what it said. I remember walking backstage, it said hostility room, and I opened the door and Nikki's there just trashing the room, he's out of his mind. But the reason I was there was because this guy was obviously doing the naughty to supply to the band, and I had it in my mind, and listen, ladies, boys and girls, this is a message that don't do what I did. I brought along all my demos for the songs that I'd recorded, and as the night would progress after a Motley Crue show, we would sit in the hotel rooms until the sun was coming up, and I would start playing cassettes of my songs. And of course, it'd be like, yeah, that's great, give me another one. So my advice to you is to stay the course, do it the right way, because when they're at that level, they're only thinking of themselves, and you should really just concentrate and focus on your music. That's all I'm going to say. The names have been changed to protect the innocent. Over and out. Reece.